What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the next big single-player game we got to keep an eye on. It's got everybody talking. I think for a lot of people, it shoots from something of like where you have absolutely no idea what this is. You didn't hear about it as of like 5 minutes ago, and now it's like one of your most anticipated titles of all time. And I really feel that's what it did to me too. Like I saw a post on it, and I saw kind of the description. You know, everybody runs with the same kind of checkboxy descriptions on Twitter, and it's like, all right, it's speaking my language. It's got all the right things for, you know, this kind of AAA-esque, you know, single player game. We'll talk about those details in a second. And then you watch it and you say, holy dear Jesus, what are they cooking over there? And honestly makes me pretty jealous that we have continuously just these Chinese, Korean, all these, you know, all these Eastern companies that are just crushing it. And I love that. Okay, I love, you know, the Stellar Blades of the world, Black Myth Wukongs. I've played all of them and very much enjoyed them. The West has got to start catching up to this kind of stuff. So, okay, this is coming from NetEase. Okay, this is their first single player game they've ever done. So granted, all right, it looks spectacular. It really does. It's a game to keep your eye on. They show gameplay in it without the, you know, kind of UI and stuff, but they definitely show gameplay. Still, though, I'm going to be slightly cautious. I think you should just in general. We don't know when it's coming out. We do know it's coming to PC and consoles, okay? So that's cool, single player, and the description is what gets people very excited. And then, of course, you watch the trailer. Blood Message is a narrative-driven, linear action adventure single player game, okay? And it's like, oh my god, that's a lot of keywords for the algorithm of the world, but that's speaking my language. Those are games that I love to see. And then you watch the trailer, and holy dear God. I mean, okay, well, one thing that immediately stands out to me is kind of just like the colors, like the lighting just pops. It looks so vibrant and so good, whether it's, you know, the actual actors or just like the sand and just the environment. Very bright, very nice looking game as of now. You know, we'll see if there's like downgrades or upgrades. Maybe it looks even better than this if it comes out. You know, here's the thing. I don't think this game is coming out next year, right? Maybe the year after, maybe the year after that. So, you know, 50-50 shot. Like, this is their best go at it. This is, you know, the best it's going to look. Maybe it looks worse than this, but, you know, you give it a couple years, it very well might come out better than what this trailer looked like. Okay, and then there's the trailer itself. I mean, I'm seeing out online, and I mean, I had a couple that popped up as well. There's a couple times when they're like in like the tomb kind of arc, you know, to this trailer, kind of like the middle late section. Kind of gave me like Tomb Raider vibes. So I'm getting Tomb Raider. I can see, like, people are saying Assassin's Creed. I can see it to a degree. I think some of like the flowing combat of like you take out an enemy and then you immediately go and you take, like, funny enough, I just replayed Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So, you know, I'm very much in that AC feel. The idea that, you know, you can chain the attacks, right? To be honest, the combat of AC has not aged very well, but the chaining of, okay, you can one hit kill somebody and then you could do it just in a row. This game does seemingly have that, right? And then I would say, okay, immediately after that, you see how he takes out these enemies. You see kind of the dynamic, you know, when you're on an edge and then all of a sudden, like, the ground breaks and you fall and you catch yourself or somebody catches you. There's Uncharted. Like, to me, that is 1,001% Uncharted, right? So it's maybe got like the AC freeing I want to say free flow, but it's not really. It's actually very constrictive, but, you know, it's got maybe a little of that AC combat, but then like how dynamic it is where you're flipping enemies and, you know, you're doing your jumps and, you know, you're riding through the sandstorm with the horses and stuff. It's like, that's Uncharted. That's Uncharted 3, that's Uncharted 4. This is our Uncharted 5, perhaps, you know. And then I would say, you know, because I've seen also people say God of War, I think the camera angle, I hope that's what people mean when they say God of War. I don't really know what else it could be, but I'm sensing that too. You know, you look at kind of positionally how the camera is behind them, but I think just how dynamic so much of the trailer was, I get the Uncharted vibes from it more than pretty much anything. But, you know, I can see Assassin's Creed, you know, like a period piece. Maybe that's another thing, and you know, that's what you know, like Black Myth Wukong did a good job with that, and maybe that's just what these kind of companies are extremely, you know, kind of going into that heritage and saying, hey, we'll pick a time period, we'll do this or that, and we're gonna kind of breathe new life into it that has never really been done before, right? And it's like their heritage. So I'm impressed. I mean, I think this game looks freaking fantastic. The story seems pretty good. You know, father-daughter relationship, those have potential to go places, and, you know, they can be a little you can have like the same kind of themes in several several games, but they're always pretty cool to me. I like those stories, so we'll see how that goes. And like I said, I mean, to me, the biggest thing is just, next time we see it. It's almost, sadly looking to the future. I know people hate it when I say that, but, honestly, no, the trailer looks so good, but it's like, all right, well, the next time, like, how much of this trailer is going to stay, right? We need kind of a deep dive of the combat. Like, how good is the combat that good, like, all the time? Just the minute to minute, like, going from point A to point B, how dynamic, how uncharted, like, is those situations. They got to definitely do more, but, that's not really the point here, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, that's something I'm thinking about. That's, the future, but, in terms of just a reveal trailer and getting people hyped, like, that's honestly the point of this trailer, is to get the message out, right? Like, here's our game, here's what it's called, here's the type of game it is, here's some really cool shots, get excited. If that is the goal, which normally is the goal for reveal trailers, this trailer did it 10 times over. Super, super good job. So I'm very excited to, when we eventually see it next. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.